Cancer, welcome to Sacred Space, the Cancerian Connection. This is going to be an update for the coming astrology. I'm also going to recap some things that we've already been through that I think are significant to what is coming in the future and what we're dealing with right now as far as energy. I'm also going to pull an oracle card to just set the common energy for the Cancerian energy today. So I hope you guys are doing well. If you are returning, thank you for being here and continuing to support the Cancerian Connection. And if you are new, welcome here to the Cancerian Connection, where we cater to Cancer, all things Cancer. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, these messages may still be very relevant for you, okay? So I'm going to start out with a card from the Animal Spirit deck. Actually, this is the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, correction. All right, beautiful deck. All right, let's see. All right, so the card that comes out for my Cancers, it is Badger Spirit, and it says be fearless and bold. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of Leo energy with this, and Emperor, obviously, yes, the Emperor number 4, that's Aries energy. I'm getting fire, right? So I feel like a lot of you have significant Aries, Leo placements here that are going to really support you in this time. At the bottom of the deck, we have believe in yourself, number 57. That's Hierophant, Taurus energy, Chariot, Cancer energy, okay? Let's see what's at the back. At the back of the deck, you got set healthy boundaries. Okay, so I do feel like I feel like a lot of people may be realizing, Cancer, that you're not cutting them off. You're not cutting them out. You are setting healthy boundaries. And I feel like you're being very respected for this. This is what I'm getting. This is equaling a 12. So that's giving me Pisces energy. But I feel like there's a lot coming to your conscious mind here, with that being the Emperor, the head. Okay, so you got this Pisces, Aries energy going on. All right, so let's go ahead and just start with the placements that I feel are very significant right now, that actually will be taking place. So, okay, first of all, just going back a little bit, in October, right, that new moon eclipse we had October 2nd, that went right through our 4th house. Okay, so Cancer, we were dealing with a lot of relationship things, okay, things that really made us look and reevaluate the relationships that we have been in, the partnerships. And when I say relationships, partnerships, I'm also considering community. Okay, this was about community, friendships, work relationships, romantic, and even the relationship dynamic you have with your children, and maybe even ex-spouses. Okay, because right before that, in our 11th house, we had Jupiter retrograde. Okay, and it continues to retrograde in Taurus. All right, and this was inspiring us to focus on self-healing, a lot of introspection, especially in our social circle and our career goals, a lot of community and social circle themes. Okay, so then when that new moon solar eclipse on October 2nd brought us into the home, we went from the community and into the home. Right now, remember, Cancer collective as a whole, we have had Pluto hidden and targeting our 7th house of relationships, okay, for a long time, about what, a 16-year cycle, I believe. So, you know, this is the energy of transformation, death, sex, transmutation, shared resources, a lot of things pushing and supporting positive change and growth, if nothing else, but expansion on how you relate to your community and to the personal relationships as well. And a lot of it has to do with being fearless and bold. I feel that has to do with what we saw at the back of the deck. setting healthy boundaries. And right here behind being fearless and bold, we have believe in yourself, okay? Because I feel like, Cancer, this could be what this whole thing has been about, believing in yourself. It's like looking in the mirror and knowing that you are that person, you are that woman, you are that man that is going to bring you to where you need to be. Of course, with the support of the infinite source, you can do all things, okay? There is nothing that you cannot do. When God is for you, no one can be against you. And I feel like you're fighting that fight, that spirit, that energy that says, I am, right? I am capable, I am able, without the approval or without the opinion or without the validation of anyone else, or even the help, the support, okay? All right. So coming into October 17th, we had a dynamic with the full moon in Aries going through our 10th house, right? Aries energy. And this is about Aries. That house is about who we are, our reputation. 10th house, that's all about goals, public life, you know, your ambitions. But because it's Cancerian energy, nonetheless, it's Aries moving through the 10th house. It's still going to culminate for, you know, things still dealing with family and commitments, you know, balancing your personal ambition with your family commitments, because we just came from the 4th house new moon Libra to the next pole of Libra, which was Aries in the 10th house. So you got boom, home, we went from 11th house community, 4th house home, 10th house career. It's like the universe is saying, okay, let's get back and check. Let's go back and check and realign and balance. Make sure we got everything in order. You know, what needs to be, what T's need to be crossed, what I's need to be dotted. Okay, before we go into this huge change in November, coming out of Capricorn into Aquarius, finally, okay? Finally, I believe it's going to be the 16th or the 17th of November, okay? So everybody that made it through this transit, congratulations, all right? So yeah, so on the 17th October, we had that 10th house theme where, you know, this was about transits that are marking the culmination in the career or the public milestone or decisions, balancing personal ambitions with family commitments. Again, public life here though, very aspected, okay? So moving into November, this is very important. We have this Venus and Virgo. It's gonna align with our Cancerian communication sector, okay? The 3rd house. The 3rd house is ruled by Gemini. So you want to evaluate that house, that possibly what you have in the 3rd house and where you have Gemini placements at, okay? But the Venus in Virgo, until November, it's actually going to be aspecting until November 11th, okay? So this is going to be aligning with our communication sector, enhancing our interpersonal connections, giving us some of us finding new ways to negotiate and new ways to venture off into creative projects. Okay, things that this transit could bring could be opportunities for networking, refining close relationships through clear, compassionate dialogue, okay? Because this is, again, the house of communication. All right, so mark that on your calendar and be ready to optimize that energy, Venus and Virgo, okay? And then we're moving on down October 12th through November 24th, right? This you're probably already feeling as it started to aspect on October 12th, and it's going to be there moving into November 24th, the 5th house, Mars and Scorpio. All right, so this is going to energize our house of romance and creativity. This might have already started. Now, if you do not have romance going on right now on the front line, you know, you're not in that, then you want to channel this energy into creativity, because otherwise it's going to go into a frustrating and for some debilitating energy, okay? Because it'll get stagnant, it'll get stuck. It's already in watery Scorpio, so you can feel a lot of emotions coming up. You can take this energy and use it, again, like I said, to optimize it when it comes to putting the fire to the water, putting some really good creative energies, passionate creative energies or ideas out there. Even if it's just journaling these ideas, writing it down, or making some type of a vision board, but just channeling it into creativity, because this could also come with a lot of sexual frustration if you are somebody that is practicing celibacy, or you are not in a, involved in an intimate connection. This could result in that. Okay, this could also work in your favor, where you might feel a lot of you may have a Kundalini awakening. You might feel a lot of Kundalini energy energizing you, okay, for expression, but it's going to be emotional expression. Remember that, because it is Scorpio, okay, and Mars is fire. Even though they're compatible to a degree, it's still fire and water, okay, which makes steam. So you want to put the steamy in the right place, okay, because steam could also make you blow off on somebody and go off and lose your your space emotionally. All right, so just keep an eye on that. Okay, this is going to be a good time, again, creativity or romance or both, if you're that fortunate at this time, right? It's an excellent time for self-expression. Like I said, personal projects, okay, it can bring a new passionate, determined approach to personal goals and creative ventures. All right, it could also fuel motivation and intensity in your relationships as well. Okay, so I feel like these are helpful for us right now. These are going to have the most impact. I am going to return with some other interesting things that I've actually come across concerning Cancerian energy. Okay, but by us like getting into, I feel, connection with these placements right now, we can use this time for self-reflection. We could use it to deepen our connections, even if it's to the creator or to ourselves. We could use this to get back in touch with long-term goals that we feel out of touch with. And this can also influence us for making grounded and intentional changes. Okay, where you see the frustration is where you have room for growth. Okay, and that's something that even myself at 44, I'm still learning that, where there's frustration, it's really just the divine saying, hey, this is a opportunity for growth. Okay, so again, the card that represented this energy is Badger Spirit. Be fearless and be bold. Whatever you do, go boldly. Okay, I'm hearing fortune favors the bold, and that can be in any aspect, Cancer. It doesn't have to always be about doing something, because I feel like, especially in this country, when we think bold, we think camera, social media, get out there and say this and do this, and that's not always the truth. Sometimes being bold is doing the thing that you're least comfortable with. So maybe that's saying no, maybe that's saying yes, maybe that's taking some more me time, maybe that's being a little more selfish, maybe that is trying that new dance class, maybe that is trying that new hairstyle. I feel like little incremental steps of boldness are what matter at this time. Try not to just take the whole sandwich, take a bite and go back and take another bite. Try a new regimen, a new eating regimen, but be bold and ask questions. Like, sometimes being bold is like, you have a question, you think that it sounds stupid, so you don't ask it. Be bold and ask the question. Be bold and ask that person out on the date. Whatever bold is for you, it is for you, right? Don't try to make it, anybody else's boat. All right, so let's just pull a few energies from the tarot and just see what wants to come out around the Badger Spirit. Be bold. All right, I do feel like it's some type of a breakthrough energy here that really works out better than you think. All right, the Devil was at the bottom, Capricorn energy. Now, the Devil does represent 10th house. We did have that 10th house energy going on in the astrology. It was coming up. Okay, and that's again, that's the sector of community. Okay, there it is, the 3 of Cups, right? That's the sector of like I said community, but yes, community, but more so career. Okay, and so this is about, you know, highlighting your career, balancing personal ambitions, you know, potential shifts in your reputation goals. I feel like that could be what this is representing right here. Okay, and I feel like this is representing a newfound, like the Queen of Wands. She's very bold, she's very fearless, and so is this Knight of Swords, right? It's like they take action, they're making some kind of change. I feel like whatever change you're making, this is a full change. Hangman to the Knight of Swords. It's something here within your community that it's like changing a reputation. Okay, let's see what comes out. Also, okay, the 8 of Swords. I was gonna just say that, like, I also feel, look at that, Queen of Swords at the bottom. I also feel that this bold move, Cancer, is more about you telling yourself that you are fearless and bold. Okay, tell me about this 8 of Swords. Speaking your truth. Whoa, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Okay, this is movement. This is freedom. This is communication. This is, look at that, 2 of Pentacles. So I want you guys to see the cards. So we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 8 of Wands, 88, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles, okay, with be fearless and bold. So this could be about, totally about communication. This could totally be about changing your vision with the 3 of Wands here, getting and gaining expansion on why you could possibly feel stuck in some kind of way, right? Being fearless and bold to look in the areas that normally would scare you, to look at things and possibilities that normally would make you, you know, maybe it's something here with feeling like you can't balance both reputation and personal goals here, because I do see the 4 of Wands was right underneath that. But I feel like the expansion is saying that you in spirit, right, can make it happen. Okay, you in spirit can make it happen. Tell me about this 8 of Wands coming in for Cancer. What's the 8 of Wands? Woo, that is crazy. The 7 of Wands flew to the left in the reverse with the 8 of Cups. Okay, again, this is kind of giving me an energy of this is what I was saying. Like, sometimes we think being fearless and bold is about attacking and fighting back and challenging something that's challenging you. And it's like, you know what, if you have people with that 8 of Swords, it's just giving me a lot of confusion. It's giving me a lot of mental warfare. It's giving me a lot of other people's opinions, words, just putting swords in a fight that they really don't have a fight in. And I feel like you can stand there and let your life be imbalanced by arguing or trying to fight, you know, stand up for something that you already know who you are, is what I'm hearing. You already know who you are. You don't have to prove who you are to anyone here. And I'm just getting with that 8 of Wands, that's movement. 7 of Wands is like standing your guard, standing on attack, standing on, you know, standing on your square. And it's like, no, it's in the reverse. It's like standing on what square? Because see, you can't prove nothing to people who are dedicated to misunderstanding you or who are pretending to be asleep. Okay, because it's like, this is giving me an energy where you could have a lot of people, they're saying things around you. Okay, and these things, some of you have let these things get into your mind and then get into your heart space here and trap you in a mental prison. And it's like, no, you have nothing to prove to people, again, who are dedicated to misunderstanding you or people who are pretending to be asleep. You have nothing to prove to these people. You have no revenge to get on these people. You don't need to do that. You leave them to the universe and you move forward out of overthinking about what happened, who did what, who didn't do this, who did do that. Sometimes that's the bold thing. Sometimes the bold thing is to walk away and start somewhere fresh. Start fresh in a new environment. Don't try to take up space, create the space, because sometimes you can take up space somewhere you don't belong. When you're saying take up space, that space is already created. You're coming to take it up. It's not built for you. When you create space, you're creating something that is natural to you. You're creating something that is authentic to you, that works for you. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you are going to benefit from choosing to create space for yourself. Don't go sit at the table where you already know you have to be challenged to sit there. Go build your own table. It's just giving me that vibe. Okay. Why didn't this person or that? Don't worry about that. It's like this card right here, believe in yourself. Don't watch and wait to see what other people are going to do when it comes to you. You know, don't worry about who's trying to block you or who's trying to, because that's the Eight of Swords. It's like, that's just all a distraction. And I feel like you have had a lot of distractions with the Devil at the bottom. You've had a lot of distractions in your work with that 10th house coming out. And it's like, this is a time period, Cancer, where you can't focus on people, things, and places and opinions. You have to be so dedicated to you and spirit. Be fearless and be bold to move away from the challenging energies, okay? Because it's like, this is keeping you imbalanced here, okay? Let's see the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, look at that, the Hangman. It's like surrender. Look at that, Ten of Swords. Surrender. It's like it is a prison. This has been a prison of the mind, trying to fight a battle or trying to prove your point in a situation and something that happened. We have Pisces energy here. We have Leo energy here in the reverse. You know, definitely could be that those energies at play. We got Capricorn energy here. We have Aquarius, we have Gemini, and we have Sagittarius. Give me a little bit more on this Two of Pentacles. It's like surrender it over. Look at it from another perspective. Look at that. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. It's nothing in trying to figure this out. It's like whoever or whatever the situation is, it's like walking on a tight line, trying to prove yourself to people that, you know, you are worthy. You are worthy. You don't have to prove to people that you're worthy. They'll miss you good enough when you make this change. It's very physical change here, okay? Show me the Eight of Wands. And sometimes people don't even realize who you are until you do walk away. Look, the Temperance. This is divinely guided. There's an angel standing in the balance here for you. There's an angel standing in the gap. This is a divinely guided movement. Move away from the drama. Move away from people, places, and things that do not work with you, that are kind of giving me the energy of abandonment, but to the degree of intentional abandonment here, okay? And it's just giving that for some reason. Show me the Eight of Swords, and I'm gonna close it out. The Eight of Swords for Cancer. Look at that. Because it's stopping progress, okay? It's distracting you from what you're feeding your soil, your mind, your intentions here, okay? And that is really what's going down. There's something really beautiful coming in for you. Letting go of a situation where people did you wrong, where people abandoned you, or where there was no support, or where there's this proving of who was the villain in what story, okay? Final cards of advice for Cancer with believe in yourself. Final cards for Cancer. I saw the Magician and Judgment. Something is already written for you, Cancer. Once you move away from the drama, justice fell out. Show me believe in yourself. Last cards of advice for Cancer. Ten of Swords. Last cards of advice for Cancer. Believe in yourself. The Judgment and the Strength. You can stand again. You can rebirth. You can answer that call, and you have the strength to do it. Look at that, Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I said the Ace of Swords, like breaking yourself free. The 10 to the Ace, you guys. The 10 to the Ace. You can put a final end to a situation here. Big Leo energy, like I was feeling at the beginning. Pluto energy coming out here again. It's like you're going to have a rebirth. You're going to have a new beginning somewhere else. with some other people, okay? Not this energy here. Look, this is something that's done. The death, the Eight of Swords, the death, the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords. It's like knowing what you need to do. Okay, look, the World and the Six of Swords. Listen, this is really a call to move away from a toxic environment, from people, again, and places. The High Priestess, Ace of Swords. Many of you are getting this information right now. Be fearless and bold to stand on your own. The wheel is turning and opportunity beckons now. Okay, Ace of Swords is here for you to cut yourself free, live in your truth, and have a new beginning, Cancer. Okay, I hope this message helped. 25:25 on the time. Until next time, y'all. Love and light.